Good afternoon, everybody. It is a privilege to be here and present some views how credit is one of the input, one of the linkage. So how we can use ICT in credit dispensing. I'll concentrate on that. Before coming to that, I'll just go through how the extension and what is the inputs, how they will do. I'll make a brief presentation about 10-12 slides because our chairman has already given not more than 7 to 8 minutes or 5 minutes for presentation. So I just start. Before going into agricultural extension, already National Commission on Agriculture has told the ultimate aim is improving his farm occupation, home and family life in totality. That's what they have told in 1976. That time that ICT is not there, but ultimately what the commission said is anything we aim at agricultural extension, whether you use ICT or anything, the ultimate aim is his family life in totality. That should improve. So whatever extension we do, it should aim at that. So this is how our extension has come. In the post-independence, first we started with community development, then ICR has been established, then national demonstration programs and KVKs were given, land to lab program has been followed, then operational research has come, state agricultural universities have been set up, extension has been recognized as one of the input for increasing productivity. Then subsequently, in between, of course, this is mostly concentrated in irrigated areas because 1966 Green Revolution has started and where production can improve, so all our extension is concentrated on that. And other areas, extension is almost not there. 1990 onwards, reforms have come and accordingly it has become market driven. Entire agri value chain, it is not only for production, entire value chain has come into the topic. Similarly, APMA has been introduced on test basis in 7 states, 28 districts, and subsequently it has been extended to many more districts. Private sector also entered, NGOs entered, agro input industries entered, agro processing industries entered. All these people have entered, and this is an NSSO survey which shows that how many people are farm households are accessing to different sources for getting extension services. And if you see progressive farmers, other progressive farmers is the highest in this, followed by radio and input dealers and TV. These are the 4 items and newspaper is the 5th item. These 5 take the entire lead in extension. So if anything ICT or anything we want to do this extension service, we have to concentrate on these 5 items. And that is how it can percolate down, that extension service. Then this is presently available models in the private sector. We know that MS Swaminathan Research Foundation, then eChopal is there, ITC very popular, iKisan of Nagarjuna Fertilizers and Paris, then Tafai and Mahindra are doing, then NDDB is also doing, opening a dairy information kiosk, then Wild Village of Varna Dairy in Maharashtra, then Grasso in West Bengal, and many more corporates are into this and they are offering their services in extension. Then in the government side also there are many more initiatives are there. This ASHA is government of Assam. Then Kisan Kerala morning we have heard e-Krishi also. These are the initiatives of Kerala government. Then Andhra Pradesh also there is one iKisan and eSago of AAAT. These 2 are also there. Then Kisan Sochna Kendras of Uttarakhand, Agri-Business Information Center of Haryana, Kisan call centers have been set up in all states covering entire India. Then AgriSnet and Agri-RIS, Agri-Market. Then different portals have been started by Government of India giving information on agri commodities marketing covering whole gamut of operations. Then I am coming to the agriculture, how importance is agriculture in Andhra Pradesh. See, net sown area is more than a crore hectares, almost hectares. Then gross area irrigated is 60.69 lakh hectares. Number of farmers is more than a crore number of farmers are there. So any extension we have to concentrate on this. Then average holding is 1.2. This is a constraint in extending our ICT. Because average holding is so small, the cost of extension will go up. Then agri laborers about 65 lakh. About 62% of the working population depends on agriculture. This is another thing. And about 16,470 crores has been disbursed as a crop loan in Andhra Pradesh. Maybe this is the highest in India. No other state is disbursing this much crop loan. Then if we see briefly about GDP, about agriculture sector, only agriculture, I have not added allied sectors now, is contributing about 46,000 crores to the state GDP, and its share is around 14.7%. As on today, it has come down from 19 to 14. But the growth rates, if we see that GDP, the agriculture GDP growth rate, it is varying from minus of 16.2 to a plus of 19.2. That is, last year we have a bountiful growth rate and agriculture was also very good. But the down figures are gross capital formation in agriculture. If we see that agriculture capital formation in agriculture has gone up in 3, 4, 4, 5 and 5, 6. This is basically because of Jalayagnam program taken up by government of Andhra Pradesh. So with this Jalayagnam, they are about to bring more than 10 lakh hectares under irrigation in next 5 to 6 years. So we have to see that if irrigated agriculture comes, there is a further need of extension and further scope for extension. Because they have to be introduced for irrigated agriculture. That itself is a new concept for them. Those who are doing dryland agriculture, suddenly if water comes and they have to do irrigated agriculture, there the service of extension is much more important. To stress the importance only I have put this table. Then these are the general problems in our agriculture and agriculture extension. First, quality pesticides are not available. This is one of the reasons why cotton farmers have committed suicide some time back. Then seed failures, as morning someone speaker also mentioned, the germination rate has come down. Then shortage of inputs that we have been last year. If anybody has read in papers, Andhra has a lot of problem in farmers acquiring fertilizers. Then seed also is always a problem, availability. Then availability of timely and adequate credit. This is also a big problem. Morning some speaker was, our chairman was, our MD was mentioning. He has to wait some 4 to 6 rounds to bank to get loan. Then unscientific practices. They will not be following the prescribed practice of package of practices. Then unfavorable markets. This we know, as long as the farmer is having the stock, rates will not go up. Then subsequently, once he disposes the stock, rates will go up, market will act adversely to the farmer. Then pest outbreaks and unfavorable weather conditions. This year, that is what we are seeing, the last one, unfavorable weather condition. So what is the solution for all these things? First is information exists, what we should do. Everybody knows, our scientist knows, our secretaries knows, our department knows. But the same is not reaching to the farmers. We will only be discussing here what should be done. But that is not reaching. Morning somebody has asked Mahbub Nagar, we know water rainfall will be less, so whether anybody has a solution for other things, life. Somebody has put a question. So that is the thing, it is not reaching down what to be done, even at ground level. So the new extension should suggest appropriate ICT model. It should not only suggest, it should also be preventive. Suppose situation goes bad, what kind of a model we should follow? Those things should come, and it should meet farmers' information needs for different selected scenarios. This is what selected scenarios, I mean, if bumper harvest comes, what should be the strategy? If low rainfall is there, what should be the strategy? We should make ready with all these models. And then considering the socio-economic constraints that somebody was telling, even if you want to put this in, power will not be there. So without power, even if you have internet, all portals, nothing you cannot access at time. Then the new extension should provide right information at right time, in right places to the right people at right cost. This is also much more important. If that is cost high, he may not come forward. You have seen average holding is just 1.2 HA. So this is possible actually through IT only. Physically, it is not possible to extend extension for so many people. So it is possible only through ICT. So ICT initiatives in rural credit is first initiative started much before we talk of ICT, that is Kisan Credit Card, because this is a much liberalized procedure for extending credit loan. Though it is not a card of credit card or what we use and other things, this will have a photo of the Kisan and all details of him and the loan eligibility is given. At any given time, you can walk into the card to the bank and draw cash. So this is an initiative started much before the people who are talking of ICT. This Kisan Credit Card, then General Credit Card also has been given, covering landless laborers, agricultural laborers to extend credit for consumption needs. Then similarly, artisans, rural artisans, artisan card has been given. Swaraj card has been given. Then biometric ATMs, some banks are planning and installing for dispensing cash and other things. Probably after some time, once the limits are given, even the Kisan Credit Card people will be able to draw cash from ATM once loan is sanctioned. Then introduction of IT in bank branches. This is also helpful in disbursing the credit. If IT is not there, they would not be able to cater to so many farmers. So these are all the initiatives done in rural credit card. This is briefly about Kisan Credit Card. It started in August 88. This is what I am telling. Before we thought of ICT, Kisan Credit Card has been initiated, though it is never named as initiative of ICT. Then this is the objective is adequate, timely, cost-effective and hassle-free production credit. At the end of September, we have issued more than 8 crore KCCs in India and 81 lakh KCCs in Andhra Pradesh. Almost 1.15 crore farmers are there, and we have issued about 81 lakhs. So I had to cover around 35. That means almost we are covered, and 75% of the farmers have been covered by KCC. But there is another problem is about 23 lakh current farmers are there. Since they don't have titles, what should be done is a major question. So this we have another thing. NABARD has been actively promoting Kisan Farmers Clubs. This Farmers Clubs objective is, if we see that slide which I have shown, the highest number of farmer households are going to progressive farmers for extension help or any kind of help. So keeping that in view, actually this has been reached. So if we take ICT to progressive farmers, automatically it will reach to the other farmers. We need not aim to reach each and everyone in the village. It is very difficult also to reach each and every farmer. So what we have to aim is, we have to first concentrate with progressive farmers. So if the moment they know that ICT usage, automatically it will percolate down to many more people. So these farmers clubs can be an active solution for ground level reach of ICT. Then NABARD is promoting farmers clubs since 1982. That is right from the establishment of NABARD with progressive farmers as members. So far promoted more than 2,000 clubs in Andhra Pradesh. Of course, there is much more need to promote these clubs, but we have so far 2,000 clubs. These clubs can play active role in promotion of ICT. This is our one of the approach for covering ICT. Then similarly, 23 lakhs I have told people who are not having titles, they are tenant farmers. To cover them, 2004-5 actually 8 states the RBI has started a scheme, that is joint liability group. This is on par with actually SHG, but what is lacking in here is saving component will not be there here. And here members are mostly tenant farmers and landless laborers. This aim is augmenting credit to tenant farmers. That is the aim. In this also no collateral will be there, only mutual trust. If the loans are given on SHG mode, so it will be easier for bank to extend loans. Then extending to all 23 lakh, they can extend to some group loans. Then 4 to 10 members with homogeneous like-minded persons will be in the members in this. Savings are voluntary. This is the difference between SHG and this. SHG savings are compulsory. Here savings are voluntary. And one condition here is we should not be defaulted to any of the formal institution systems. Then it is formed with an objective of getting credit from institution. These groups, joint liability groups are formed with an objective to access bank for credit. About 50,000, more than 50,000 groups are operating in Andhra Pradesh, and each farmer to be provided 50,000 credit. Once this is done, ICT will also reach them. It is easier to reach groups than reaching each tenant farmer. So these are our ways. One is farmers club and other is joint liability groups. Through this and through progressive farmers, we can better take out ICT to rural masses. Thank you very much.